Hi, good morning to all my students. Today, in this video, we are going to learn conditional probability. Conditional probability. On this only, on conditional probability only, I have made one video with some explanations. In this video, in my notes, I have explained everything. Please go through it. In addition to that, you have to do the exercise given in NCERT textbook. Follow NCERT textbook for this topic probability. Okay. Not only watching my video, but you have to do also the exercise given on conditional probability in NCERT 12th class textbook. Now, what is conditional probability actually? I will tell you, it is very simple. I will tell you the simplest way of explanation. Suppose 1 to 10 numbers you keep on small cards, and you keep all these 10 cards. You suppose you have put in one box. Okay, after mixing it, you take at random one card. Here, you are asked to find probability of that card should be an even number. Okay, that is the thing. That is a direct question. Conditional question is provided or given that the drawn card must be more than 3. First question is, if you pick up one card at random, that card should be even number. That you can do. Even numbers are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, like that. So, how many even numbers are there? 5 even numbers are there. So, 5 by, what is 1 to 10? No, 5 by 10, 1 by 2. So, even number, if you want at random, if you take even number, probability will be 1 by 2, 5 by 10, 1 by 2. It's over. It's not the question now. It's the question by giving some condition. What is the condition? The condition is, or given that, you will give in the question, given that the chosen number, what you have at random you have taken, if that number more than 3, given that the number more than 3, find the probability that the number is even. Like that it will be given. Understood? Here, first question is very simple and direct. Even number probability. Now this is not like that. This is what? Given that, or on the condition that, or given that, like this, the terminals will be there. On the condition that, or given that, the number more than 3, given that the number more than 3, find the probability of even number. Clearly understood. So then what to do? We have to take more than 3 numbers. How many? More than 3 numbers, how many? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 7 numbers are there. More than 3, 7 numbers are there. So more than 3 is the condition. 7 numbers are there. The condition you have to keep downwards. That 7 you have to keep downwards. What is the condition? More than 3. That 7 numbers will come low in that set. That 7 you will keep in denominator. In numerator, what you give? You will give the numerator what you are asked to find probability of the even number. No. How many even numbers are there? I think even numbers are 4, 6, 8, 10. Because condition is more than 3, no? More than 3. More than 3, in the more than 3, what are the even numbers? 4 numbers. 4, 6, 8, 10. So the condition space, what is that condition space? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 7. The probability space means what? The probability of even number, coming even number, no? Even number. When on the condition that more than 3. So 4, 6, 8, 10, 4. So that probability for even number. So the probability even number means the probability thing is that event should be in the numerator place, and in the denominator place, what should you write? In the denominator place, condition space, condition event elements, number of condition event set, that is 7. So 4 by 7 is the answer. Directly, if you are asked to find probability of even number, means that will be, even numbers will be how many? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 5 will be there. 5 by 10 and 1 by 2. That is the answer. But this is on the condition more than 3. The probability of even number means even numbers will be 4. And more than 3 will be 7. That 7 you should keep in denominator as sample space. Okay. This is a best example. Everybody can easily understand by numbers. Now let us come to the point. The point is here, P of E on F. P of E on F. E on, you should not write like this, on F. P of E on F. Number of elementary events favorable to E intersection F. That only we have done. That 4, how you have come? How you have got it 4? E intersection F. What is that? Number of elementary events favorable to E intersection F whole by number of elementary events which are favorable to F. What is F? Conditional event. Just only I told no. That down, denominator place. Conditional event set. Number of elements you have to keep there. So that is number of elementary events which are favorable to F is downwards. Again I am telling, P of E on F equals to number of elementary events favorable to E intersection F whole by number of elementary events which are favorable to F. That is the conditional probability formula. For that, people will write like this. P of E on F equals to P of E intersection F whole by P of F. P of E intersection F whole by P of F. Provided P of F is downward known. So P of F should not be equal to 0. That is the thing. This is the conditional probability by seeing my notes and by listening to my explanation in the notes, going through some illustrations I have done and explained, you learn better and you understand better. Try to follow it. Before that, to get updated videos, you have to, what you have to do? You have to subscribe, you have to click the bell icon, you have to share, subscribe and click the bell icon and tell your friends, kith and kinsfolk. It is very, very important. One boy asked me within 3 months how to prepare for JEE mains. I want to give him some topics. From those topics, more questions will be dumped on JEE mains. Those chapters, those sections, I will tell not only to him, with respect to him, I will tell all students, you can prepare, and up to the exams, I will give those topics only, giving priority to those topics only I will discuss. First I will discuss like that only. Probability after probability, I will discuss permutations and combinations, combinatorics, and statistics. Okay, afterwards I will go to definite integrals, areas, and what is that, differential equations. Like that I will go to calculus. I will discuss the topics according to the priority, according to the importance given in JEE mains. I will discuss those topics. You must be updated to my videos by clicking the bell icon and sharing and subscribing. It is very important. Without wasting time, go through my notes and listen to my explanation. Thank you. My dear students, today we are going to learn conditional probability. Conditional probability. Consider the experiment of tossing 3 fair coins. Sample space, 3 fair coins, 3 unbiased coins, or 3 fair coins we have tossed. Like this it will be coming. Head, 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 tail, head, tail, head. Like this it will be tail, tail, tail. Totally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because 2 cube, you know very well, 2 cube is 8. Like this, the sample space will be coming. Let E be the event. At least 2 heads appear. I have taken E be the event. At least 2 heads appear. And F be the event. First coin shows tail. What is F? F be the event. First coin shows tail. So 3 fair coins toss, no. First coin shows tail. That is F be the event. First coin shows tail. Then What is E? E means what? E the event at least two heads appear. E, two heads, at least two heads appear. Three heads, HST, HTH, THH, at least two heads appear. This is event E I have taken. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What is P of E? 4 by 8. By 8. 8. These are 8. 4 by 8. 1 by 2. What is that? 1 by 2. 1 by 2. 4 by 8 is 1 by 2. Next, F. F is, what is F? F be the event. First coin shows tail. First coin T. Tail. First coin tail. First coin tail. First coin tail. So, first coin shows tail. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is P of F. 4 by 8. 4 by 8. 4 by, these are 8, no? 4 by 8. So, what will be? It is 1 by 2. Next, also E intersection F. Also E intersection F. What is E intersection F? E intersection F. Common one, common element. What is the common element for this E and F? What is the common element? I have underlined it. The common element I have underlined THH, THH. So, here E intersection F, THH. And P of E intersection F equals to, how many elements are there? One element only. So, 1 by, how many will be? Yes, 8. So 1 by 8. So here P of E intersection F equal to 1 by 8. Very easily we can understand. Probability of E considering F as the sample space. You try to understand here. Probability of E considering F as the sample space. So here 1 by 4. How we got? Probability of E considering F as the sample space. As a sample space. So here probability of E considering F as the sample space. What is considering F? F how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. 4. F is considered as sample space. 4. Probability of E. What is E? Probability of E considering F as the sample space means, what is the probability of E considering F as the sample space? That is this. THH. So, that is 1 by 4. This is not probability of E. This is probability of E considering F as the sample space. Actual sample space is, actual sample space is this. Actual sample space is this. But we are considering probability of E considering F as the sample space is here. Probability of E considering F as the sample space means this is E intersection F 1 by F 4 elements. So 4, 1 by 4. Or probability of E, or or probability of E given that the event F has occurred. Like this also, he may tell probability of E considering F as the sample space, or probability of E given that the event F has occurred, 1 by 4. So what is this one? This one is E intersection F. This one is E intersection, the number of elements of E intersection F. The number of elements of E intersection F is only THH, one element. This probability of event E is the conditional probability of E given that F has already occurred and denoted by P of E on F, or P of E given F, or P of E on condition F, like that it is read. So why the people will simply, they will read P of E on F. That's all. Simply they will read. Thus P of E on F equals to 1 by 4. P of E on F equal to 1 by 4. This one is E intersection F. This one is E intersection F. This 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. This 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is F. So here this is F as sample space. We can write it as sample space, and E intersection F. In numerator place we will write the number 1 element. So answer is 1 by 4. This can be written, this can be said as otherwise. Otherwise, P of E on F equals to N of E intersection F by N of F. N of E intersection F by N of S. N of F by N of S. We can write like this. We can divide numerator and denominator by N of S. And then it is P of E intersection F by P of F. Valid when, only when P of F is not equal to 0. It is so natural, everybody knows it, because that is in denominator place. It should not be equal to 0. What is the formula you learned here as a formula? See, as a formula of format, P of E on F equals to P of E intersection F, P of E intersection F by P of F, valid only when P of F is not equal to 0. Properties of conditional probability. P of S on F. Everybody knows P of F on F equals to 1. Because P of S on F, according to the formula P of S intersection F by P of F equals to S intersection F is nothing but P of F by P of F equals to 1. So, P of S on F is always 1. Second property. If A and B are any two events of a sample space S and F is an event of S such that P of F is not equal to 0, then P of A union B on F equals to P of A on F plus P of B on F minus P of A intersection B on F. That you know A union B. That you can remember A union B, P of A union B equals P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. Addition formula, addition theory. P of A union B equals to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. That is by on F, on F, on F, on F. That's all. Here like that it comes. In particular, if A and B are disjoint events, then P of A union B on F equals to P of A on F plus P of B on F. That also, you know, in A union B, P of A plus P of B only when A and B are disjoint sets. Or they are mutually exclusive. That you learn, no? Same thing. See the simple proof. We can write a P of A and B intersection F by P of F, P of A intersection F, union B intersection F by P of F. This is distributive law of union over intersection. Distributive law of union over intersection. Set theory and set theory properties are applicable in probability. Many times I told. Same thing. Distribution law of union. A union B intersection F. A intersection F union B intersection F by P of F. And you write this P of A intersection F plus P of B intersection F minus P of this union, you know very well, A intersection B intersection F. This is addition law of probability, addition law of set theory, you know, that one, by P of F. So it divided like this. Separately divided, we got like this. This is second property of that. The second property is this one. This one is the second property. P of A and B on F. P of A on F plus P of B on F equals P of A intersection B on F. P of A and B on F equals to P of A on F plus P of B on F when A and B are disjoint or they are mutually exclusive events. Next, property 3. Property 3 also you know very well that P of A dash equals to 1 minus P of A. Before this you learned P of A dash equals 1 minus P of A, or P of A bar equals to 1 minus P of A, like that. Okay, same thing. P of E dash of on F, P of E dash on F equal 1 minus P of E on F. Already known, P of S on F equals to 1. So P of S means E union E dash on F equals to 1 because S equals to E union E dash. This is one set and this is a complementary set, the remaining set. So total set is yes, sample space. So here P of E on F plus P of E dash on F equals to 1. Since E intersection E dash equals to phi, E and E dash are disjoint. Thus, P of E dash on F equals to 1 minus P of E on F. This is very important third property. Please observe this third property. Observe this third property. This is the property 3. Now, we are going to learn the applications. Illus 1. A family has 2 children. A family has 2 children. What is the probability that both the children are boys? Both the children are the boys, given that at least one of them is a boy. At least one of them is a boy. Here, observe this question. A family has 2 children. What is the probability that both the children are boys? Given that at least one of them is a boy. You see here, what is yes? Here, what is yes? Yes is, the family has 2 children, no. Yes is 2 boys, girl and boy. Two boys, girl and boy, boy and girl, 2 girls. This is sample space. 2 children sample space. Requirement is both children are boys. So here this is sample space 4 in number. Both children are boys. Both children boys means what is that? BB. BB is 1 in number. Next, condition. Condition is at least one of them is a boy. At least one of them is a boy means how many are there? At least one of them is a boy means BB, GB, BG. BB, GB, busy, 3 in number. Boy, boy, girl, boy, girl, 3 in number. Like this, at least one of them is a boy. That is the condition. So here, condition 3. This condition you should write it as a sample space. And 2 boys is probability you have to find. This is 1. 1 by 3. 1 by 3. That I have written. The required probability is 1 by 3. So here E equals to BB and F equals to BB, GB, BG. E intersection F equals to BB, E intersection F, E intersection F, BB. Thus, P of F equals to 3 by 4, P of F, 3 by 4, and P of E intersection F 1 by 4, E intersection F, E intersection F 1 by 4, because sample space is 4 no, sample space is 4 no, 1, 2, 3, 4 no, so here like that, F is like that, E intersection F is 1, 1, E intersection F equals to set of BB, thus P of F equals to 3 by 4 and P of E intersection F equals to 1 by 4, since S equals to BB, boy, girl, 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 like that. And now, therefore, P of E on F equals to P of E intersection F by P of F equals to 1 by 4 by 3 by 4 equals to 1 by 3. Like this also, according to formula also you can do, or you can do probability both children boys is 1 in number, both children boys 1 in number, and at least one of them is 3 in number, 1, 2, 3 in number, so 1 by 3. Like this also you can tell. So totally the answer is 1 by 3. Once observe, in a school, there are 1,000 students, out of which 430 girls. Out of 430, 10% of the girls study in 12th class. The probability that a student chosen randomly studies in 12th class, given that the chosen student a girl, given that means the condition is chosen student a girl, condition is chosen student a girl. To what you have to find probability? You have to find probability that a student chosen randomly should be in 12th class. So, given that chosen student a girl means girl, it is a condition, and you have to find the probability if you chosen randomly studies in 12th class. It means totally what is understood. A girl should come, a girl studying in 12th class. A girl, it should be a girl and it should be a student in 12th class. Let E, a student chosen randomly studies in 12th. Event F, the randomly chosen student is a girl. Requirement P of E on F. P of F 430 by 1000, because 1000 students There 430 by 1000 P of F, because they are girls. If P of F means what condition? It should be a girl. It should be a girl. Should be a girl condition. 430 by 1000, 43 by 100. Next. P of E intersection F. P of E intersection F. What is P of E intersection F? It should be 12th class student and should be girl. So, how many girls in 12th class? Out of 430, 10% of the girls, out of 430, 10% means how much? Out of 430, 10% means 43. 43. So, intersection F, E intersection F, P of E intersection F means it should be a student in 12th class, it should be a girl. So, 43 by 1000. P of E on F equals to P of E intersection F by P of F equals to 43 by 1000 into 100 by 43, 1 by 10. A die is thrown 3 times. Events A and B are defined as below. A, event A, 4 on the third throw. 4 on the third throw. B, 6 on the first and 5. 6 on the first. B, event B, 6 on the first and 5 on the second throw. 5 on the second throw. Then the probability of A given that B has already occurred. Event A is 4 on the third throw. Event B is 6 on the first, 5 on the second throw, 6 on the first throw and 5 on the second throw. That is event B. Then the probability of A given that B has already occurred. So N of S 6 cube, because that is die 216. Now what is A? A is the event 4 on the third throw. 4 on third throw, 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 like this. 4 on third throw, I have given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. Total, how much? 36 it will be. Here, B, 6 on the first and 5 on the second. 6 on the first throw and 5 on the second throw. 6 on the first throw, 5 on the second throw. 6 on the first throw, 5 on the second throw. Like that, like that, like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 number. 6 elements. 6 in number. 6 pairs. Not 6 pairs. 6 tiers. 6 tiers. A intersection B. A intersection B. A intersection B is 654. This one. 654. 654. Where it is? A and 654. 6, where is 6? 6. 2. 634. 644. 654 will be here. 654. That is A intersection B. 654. Because here 6 on first, 5 on second, 4 on third. A intersection B 6 first, 5 on second throw, 4 on third throw. What is P of B? P of B is 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiers. 6 by 216. And P of A intersection B is 1 by 216. And P of A on B equals to P of A intersection B by P of B equals to 1 by 216 by 6 by 216 equal to 1 by 6. Observe once. Thank you. Try to follow 2-3 times. If you view this video, you can easily understand. Try to follow this and do the exercise questions in NCERT textbook, 12th class NCERT textbook, in the probability chapter. If you do them, practice will be more and you will gain more experience in it and better understanding will be there. Thank you.